In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to do your own DIY slash homemade hot tank, whatever you want to call it, for engine parts, car parts, truck parts, whatever it is. This is going to be either for $50 or $100, depending on if you get the exact same burner that I do or not, or if you already have your own burner, or if you use just like a fucking torch. Yeah, whatever, $100 or $50. So let's jump right into it. Goddamn, boy, what the fuck happened to these things? Damn. I gotta see if the lid will fit on good with these dents. If not, I don't know if I can use it. Alright, we don't want to use something that's too harsh on aluminum, so I'm gonna get some Formula 88 cleaner and degreaser. Safe on aluminum. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Gorilla adhesive. You want to make sure you get something that doesn't have like a fucking 2-week cure time, because a lot of these have like a 1 or 2 week cure time, or like a 72-hour cure time. So this one has a 24. It was like the lowest that I could find, and it's very versatile. You can use it on metal and fucking everything. So just going with that. But yeah, and it's all waterproof and everything. So cool. Yeah, so the idea with the sealant is because these fucking piece of shit trash cans aren't going to be watertight. They're outdoor trash cans, whatever. They usually leak all over the fucking ground. So idea is to use sealant in all the seams so I don't make a big mess everywhere. And yeah, and then leak it out all over my fucking porch or yard, wherever the fuck I do it. So we're gonna use that. It's only like $10, I think it was, for the one that I got. A lot of them are a little less than, you'll spend around $10, whatever, for the sealant. I think the guns, if you need a sealant gun, they're like fucking $2 for the cheap ones. So just throw that bitch in there, and then yeah, you'll see. Well, we're gonna seal up all the seams, and yeah. And if you're new to the channel and would like to see some drift car content, some drift builds, yeah, engine builds, this and that, car builds, I have a lot of plans to do a lot of chassis fabrication on another shell that I just picked up. Yeah, I got a lot of shit planned, so for the next like 2 years I'm gonna be pretty goddamn occupied and hitting a bunch of fucking drift events. So if any of that interests you, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and let's continue on with the video. Alright, so let's take our adhesive, and I'm going to throw it in the gun. Got a nice big ass tip cut off, and we're essentially going to go all the way around in the circle. We're going to spread it with our finger so it gets nice and deep in there, and then we're going to do up the seams and maybe like another layer down below, and should be good to go. Alright, we just laid that down, so let's spread this with our finger. Man, I can't even use the flash for you guys right now because I'm on my phone and I can't use it with the wide lens. Great. Alright. So the sides. And this doesn't have to be perfect. This is gonna look like shit, honestly. I don't really care, because yeah, I just don't fucking care. Alright, and just like that, I think it came out pretty decent, to be honest. Cool. Alright, boys and gals, it is the next day, and this stuff has cured for the most part. It says 24 hours, but I believe it's been like 15 hours or so, or whatever. But it feels nice and cured. It's all, yeah, it's good enough. I think it'll be good enough. So I'm gonna play around with it a little bit and get it seated nice and flat. This thing says that it's good for up to, I believe it was like 160 pounds. Yeah, 160 pounds. So we'll hope that it holds up. I got to keep an eye on it for sure. The engine block that I'm doing, I think completely stripped, like with the crankshaft and everything, it should be like 106 pounds. But to be on the safe side, I'll probably do just the engine block, the pistons, and like a bunch of other little parts and shit that I have. And just so, you know, I don't run the risk of capsizing that thing. Quick update before I throw in the water. I did add 2 bricks. These bricks are a little much. These are a little too big, but you don't need bricks this fucking size. But yeah, I added 2 bricks on the bottom, so the engine block will sit on there, and it also help retain some heat. But mainly just a nice seating surface for the engine block. This is an aluminum block 4-cylinder. This is a SR20 DET that goes in my 240SX. So I was able to just pick that shit up and put it in here. It's super light. This is probably only like 30 to 40 pounds or so. I can, you know, pick this up and throw it over my head if I will, but I really don't recommend you doing that, especially with iron block engines. Or maybe like aluminum 8-cylinder. You're most likely going to want to use your engine hoist. Alright, check and see if we got any leaks. Bottom seems nice and sealed up. So I'm going to start adding in all the chemicals and everything. And then we'll continue filling it up. I wanted to add these before I completely filled it, so I can aggregate it a little bit. I didn't think too much on that Dawn dish soap. I should have did that after, because it's gonna fucking foam all the way out now, probably. Alright, start filling this shit up. And while that fills up, I'm gonna start the old burner. Try that out. Started out a little lower, like right in the medium range, and then go from there. Alright, so after a while I did see that I got a little leak right here, but it's on the outer edge, and of course it's in that seam right there. I knew I should have did a double coat of that the sealant, like right in the corners right there, because there was like little gaps and shit. But whatever, that's the only leak that we got, and it's very, very slow, so I don't really mind that. Yeah, no, it's so slow. It's just like little drips every few seconds, so I'm good with that. I'll just keep adding water to it if needed, just to keep the levels up. And yeah, we just want it like just under this line here. We don't want to overfill it or anything, so I'll probably shut it off in just a sec. Alright guys, so it's been about like 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to check the water temperature. Yeah, still dripping about the same, just a little bit more. It was dripping a lot, like, and coming out a lot for a second, But I think it was because of the water level. The weight just got a little too much for it. But anyways, now it's just back to a slow drip. Whenever this does cool down and we do go for round 2, I think I'm gonna wait, or I think I'm gonna, like, you know, transfer all the fluid, or dump all the fluid out, and then reseal the bottom area, like on the external side, and same thing with the edges on the outside. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It looks like shit, which is good. You know, it was clear, or actually like pink before, and now it's very dirty. It, like, you know, very greasy and dirty. So check the water. It's about 111. I think we're gonna get up to we're gonna bring it up to like around 150 or so. Yeah, so yep, I'll check back whenever we're about at temperature. All right, so I'm back on the phone because the GoPro is dead, and let's check our temperature. We're at about 133, 131. Yeah, about 130 degrees or so. I think that's about good. Well, actually, I'll bring it up to 140, and then once it's at 140, we're just gonna let it soak. All right, so unfortunately, I think my GoPro actually took a shit. It's just not even turning on anymore with new batteries, but whatever. So water's still very hot. I got my fucking thermal gloves on. I'm gonna take the block out right now, and then I'm gonna throw in the head and some other things after that. But just to show you guys, because this is an in-depth one, another more in-depth shit will be on another video that is either coming in the future or that is already out with the engine itself. So anyways, let's get the block out, and I'm gonna get it over onto I got some cardboard shit over there. I'm gonna get the block on there and my like some other parts, and I'm gonna start pressure washing it, because that's how you get all the excess grime off. You'll see, like, the there's like a bunch of, you know, a bunch of grease and shit that's still on here, but it's all really loose, so you can just kind of rub it away with your finger. So what you want to do is either you know, if you have a pressure washer, use a pressure washer. If not, you can just use the fucking spray nozzle on a hose. All right, so I got the engine block out of the hot tank, and man, I must say this thing is looking really good already. Can't really see it too good on this video here, but because of the lighting. But in here, in these channels, yeah, you can't really see that good. In these channels right here, they were like pretty much the whole thing was brown. Like all this shit was really, really brown. Should have did like a better before video, but whatever. And now it is nice shiny aluminum. So I am this is pre-pressure washing, so I'm gonna bust out the pressure washer, hose it down, and then show you guys after that. All right, and this is the finished product. All this shit right here was all brown, and all the casting marks, like inside and out, were all brown. So I think it came out pretty good. It could have came out a little bit better, but the main point of this, especially like this area right here, but the main point of this is to clean out all the oil passageways and everything. Oil coolant passages, mainly the oil. So that's the main point. I'll probably just, for the outside over here, just to make it look, you know, almost brand new, I'll probably just do some of that, the cast aluminum spray paint. I'll go show it to you right now. I used this shit on my KA over here that I got going, and they sprayed it on the head. See if it'll focus good. Yeah, you can kind of see it, but yeah, it definitely cleaned it up. I kind of just matched it you know, like match the front covers with it. But yeah, looks pretty good. I don't know, but that's what I'm gonna do here. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do all this shit, but that's what I'm just gonna do. Got the Rust-Oleum high heat ceramic coating. Yeah, okay. I'm quite surprised actually. This thing, it maintained temperature. It maintained like, it never dropped below 120 degrees, and that was after like 3 hours or so. It never dropped below fucking 120, and I actually didn't even end up covering it, so I just kept it out like that. So that's pretty cool. If it is an iron block engine, you do not want to just like let the shit sit out, especially after a hot tank, and be exposed to the elements and shit, or else it will flash rust / surface rust very, very quickly, and your whole block will be fucking flash rusted by the time you wake up in the morning. So in order to prevent that, what I would recommend doing is just WD-40. You could just fucking lube the entire block in WD-40. That'd be like the quickest thing. And yeah, it will displace the water, so it will not rust. With that being said, this is the end of the video. If you guys did like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe. If you like fucking drift content, if you want to see more drift car shit, you can go check out my other videos, or check out the videos that I'm gonna make. Click the subscribe button. Alright guys, thanks for liking the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace. Just a quick update for y'all. This is day 3. This is a little bit more in the future. I did the head. Yeah, this water, it just stays at about 120 to 125. Like, I just can't get it to go down. This is been in here since 7 p.m. yesterday, and it is now 1 p.m. the next day. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys. So if you can see in there, yeah, the valves look fucking awesome, man. They're looking really good. And all this stuff before was just black. Everything was black and fucking disgusting, as like a high mileage motor, you know, generally would. I did all the rods, and man, these rods came out fantastic. They look brand new. Like, actually, they do. They look brand new, other than the, you know, bearing surface. Clean that up with Scotch-Brite.